How are y'all doing? I am tired. I have been working out a lot this week and I've been doing boxing because I'm like so cool. But I am so tired. So we're just gonna try to take it easy today. But how are y'all doing? I need to change the name to this one. Can I just settings? Let's call this Clue. Um, last week, last week. On Tuesday, we finished making all of the worlds, all of the rooms for Clue. And today, what we're going to do is we're going to start thinking about how we actually want to build out the game part of it. Um, so, what that means is uh, I think we're going to decorate each room. And so this is what I was thinking for the game. What I was thinking was in each room, we could have just kind of like different things in it. Maybe we have like different rooms within the rooms or something like that. But the different things are going to be built out of certain materials, and then we're going to have certain tools that can break those certain materials. And something that I was kind of thinking was so the traditional clue, or as I learned today, called Cluedo everywhere else in the world, but in North America called Clue. The traditional way of playing is that obviously off camera, right? So not within the game. You have 9 rooms, 6 characters or 9 characters, and then weapons. And so you get one randomly choose one room, one character, and one weapon from and you store it inside of an envelope, right? And that is the person who was the murderer with that weapon in that room. With the rest of the room's characters and weapons, you distribute them out amongst all of the players. And then basically you walk around the board, and then when you enter a room, you can take a guess. And if you take a guess and someone has that weapon or that room or that character, then you know that that's not the one who actually committed the murder in that room with that weapon. So they'll show you just one of them, and then you'll cross that off and kind of deduce who was the actual murderer. So that's basically how you play Clue. Now, that doesn't necessarily make sense here. We don't have that whole like check in with other people necessarily. What I'm kind of thinking is doing like the actual precursor to Clue in some sense. So it could be just that, again, we're not going to do Clue, we're not going to do murder. We're actually going to kind of change it into a scavenger hunt type thing. So each person will have, let's see. So maybe you go into a room. When you enter that room, we could even do something like, okay, I'm going to try to like write some of these ideas down. So when you go into a room, you might want to, actually, we should write them down in our VS Code so that we can store our notes, which I just realized I didn't start VS Code. So maybe what we want to do is when you go into a room, we only allow one person in a room at a time. So then that way the other people can't see what that person is doing. Kind of like that idea. So let's come down. This is setting up the room. So now let's do some notes on gameplay. So, so let's do a couple of ideas. One is that um, maybe only allow one person in a room at a time. So to do that, we could basically do something where we keep track of where everyone is. It can get tricky because someone could call the command at the same time. So basically, they can try to teleport into the same room at the same time, which might get a little bit tricky. Um, I'm trying to remember, can I? Oh, I didn't want to do it like that, though. I wanted to um, show the markdown preview. I mean, it is marked down, but that's fine. I know that there's a way of showing like the preview, open preview. Haha, there you go. Cool. Uh, so if they teleport into the same room at the same time, we might not catch that, and so then we might not be able to prevent them. So we can get into that later. It's just kind of good to think about the errors that you might run into later as well, and then you can decide what you want to do with them. So maybe we only allow one person in a room at a time. Maybe we have certain block types that require certain um, tools. Um, and then maybe something is hidden within the blocks that you want to collect. And maybe we could even still, what would be kind of neat is if you kind of like imagine that you and your friends were all playing Minecraft together and you were playing this version of Clue together. So first you all go into Minecraft and then you play, and then you kind of come clues in the blocks. Yeah, I was thinking instead of clues, like that would be the murder, like you would be finding something. I like the idea possibly. So let's clues in the blocks, maybe. Um, but yeah, so imagine that everyone had their own computer, and then you played Minecraft. You played the Clue version of Minecraft, and then you come out of the game, and then you kind of do the guessing, maybe. But that's, I mean, you don't have to come out of the game, but like maybe you actually do things in person. I kind of like that. So one of my favorite things is using technology to enable richer experiences in person. So I think that would be really fun is if you had like a bunch of people in the same room together, like physical room together, but they were playing on their own computers Minecraft in a multiplayer Minecraft world, and then they basically were able to just kind of like jump around. I think that would be kind of neat, and that would allow us um, to not I think that would allow us to use the non-educational version of Minecraft if we wanted to do multiplayer that way. So we'll have to test that out a little bit. So then my idea for that is, so let's just write down that idea. That was play in the game and in person. So my idea for that is that imagine if in the game, what you're trying to do is, so you have to go to each room. I guess I have a question. Do we want to limit players to only being in the rooms? It could be fun to go anywhere in survival, and then there would be different strategies. So what I'm imagining here is you could kind of like go into each room and try to find the tools that work for the other room and just kind of like hop around, or you could get out of the room and kind of build up your tools on your own. Though I feel like that strategy would always lose because it would always take too much time. Um, yeah, so some kind of like timer. Okay, so first of all, we need to figure out, okay, what I was thinking was imagine if in each room there was some kind of like block structure with something hidden inside of it. And the thing that was hidden inside of it, maybe it's the prize. Maybe, oh, okay. So this kind of reminds me of that other game as well, where you all like sit in a circle. I think it's called Assassin. You sit in a circle, and one person decides on who the assassin is, and one person decides on who the police officer is. And so the assassin knows who they are, but they have to try to pretend like they're not. Okay. I think we're just going to combine like all the games together. Um, so, okay. So certain block types that require certain tools. Something is hidden within the blocks and you have to collect them. The thing that is hidden, maybe the thing that is hidden is tools, hidden objects, tools, random things. It could also be, I like the idea of clues, but I don't think that I mean, we could create clues, like we could create a sign and it says something, but then we'd have to already know something, um, which would be in the spirit of real clue. In the spirit of real clue, the game knows something, and then collectively we as players know something, and then we kind of try to combine that knowledge to learn the truth. Alternatively, though, what I'm thinking is that we actually are playing it, not just figuring things out. So, um, what I was thinking was like, and a prize, prizes, and then like a final prize. I don't know why you'd want to have different prizes, but so then the idea maybe is, and actually we could still have clues in the blocks. I wonder, we need to check if MakeCode allows you to put text onto the signs. I don't think so. But clues in the blocks could reflect. Yeah, baby. What, sweetheart? Hi. You want to say hi? Hi. You want to say hi, everyone? Hi. Say hi, friends. Hi. Oh, my goodness. Stand up. No, stand up. Stand up. Here's your keyboard. No, this one's Ayla's keyboard. Okay, you want to sit on my lap? All right, but you're not, no one can see you because you're just so short. What are you all done with? Whoa, oh my goodness. Okay. Ayla, Jessica says hi. Okay, you don't need the mouse. Thank you. Okay, so what I was thinking was basically that we could, no thank you, I said. She has arms that are way too long. Basically, what I was thinking was that we could um, hide the blocks. Ugh. It's so much easier if she just never saw me in the first place. So what I was thinking was that we could actually hide the blocks and, or sorry, hide things in the blocks. Someone could actually try to find the prize. If MakeCode allows us to write onto the signs, then what we could do is based on real time, like current events, we could update signs. And that would actually be kind of cool. Maybe we want to have like certain signs have certain types of clues. Something like, the sign in the water room will give a clue to the character or something like that. So maybe there's kind of like multiple stages. Okay, I kind of like that. So that's kind of the timer thing. Maybe it's like multiple stages. Maybe what we do is, gosh, I wish I could like have an actual conversation with y'all, versus just like reading text. But so maybe we could have multiple stages. We could have, now I need to, here, I'm just gonna do, oops, multiple stages. So one is we could do the like finding the prizes stage. Or I guess the first thing is going to be like, I mean, I guess it's kind of the same. Yeah, finding the prizes stage. Then is going to be finding clues stage. And then maybe like the guessing stage. Kind of like that. So in finding prizes, basically what you're going to be doing is you're going to make your tools. You're going to explore the rooms, and you're going to collect prizes. When someone collects the master prize, uh, we move to the clue stage. So then for clue stage, basically, you're going to go back and you're going to explore rooms. Maybe like you can't collect more tools, collect or create more tools. I don't know if we can prevent that from happening. Oh, that's another good idea, Jessica. So maybe instead you could be around the world and we could hide clues around the world. The only problem is that the world is like so infinite. Um, but Ooh, this gives me an idea. We could leave clues for the different coordinates in different places. Okay, I feel like that's like another version. Let me finish my thought on this one and then we'll write that one. So this one, the finding clues stage would be that you explore rooms, maybe you can't collect or create more tools, and then you read clues on signs, etc. Maybe. And then the last one is that and maybe we do something like in person slash in Minecraft, try to figure out who got the prize. Um, what room it was in and what tool they were using. Okay, so the other version, I feel like this is like, maybe instead we do something like, stages. Okay. Um, in this version, we're going to um, have 3 stages where players are going to have a chance to become the winner, um, or maybe a chance to get the master prize. Um, but they will lose if I wanted to do the opposite of that. They will lose if, sorry, OCD. I wanted this one to be bolded and I forgot this is italics, even though VS Code is giving me clear indication of that. They will lose if the other players determine who they are, what room, and what the prize was. Okay, so the 3 stages would be. Okay, so then version 2 is similar to what Jessica was saying. So version 2 would be um, would be um, still kind of like multiple stages, but we could have something where it's like kill the monster, like the creeper, uh, let's stick with just like the prize thing. Um, so maybe version 2 is find clues to find the prize. So version 2, in this version, we're going to have um, clues all around the Minecraft world um, that will give players the coordinates to each room, the necessary tool to find the prize, and okay, I think I like this version better. Um, and that's it. Um, players will run around the world, um, finding clues, making tools, and eventually finding the rooms and trying to find the prize. Okay, this one reminds me of Ready Player One. Um, okay, all right, I'm really excited about this one. Okay. I think I like version 2. This reminds me of Ready Player One because Ready Player One was kind of like, look, I built this world for you, and here's one clue, try to find the key to the realm, right? And that's basically what we're doing here. Um, yeah, I think I like this one. And this one I could imagine this one being kind of like we could even like package it up with physical things that you do in the real world where it could help you keep track of locations and stuff. But then there could be rules like, if you want to trade with someone, you could trade location data for, information about a tool or something like that. But we can add those details later. Okay, I like this one. Okay, so find clues to find the prize. Think Ready Player One. Okay, I like this one, I think. What are some of the other ideas that we had come up with that we aren't incorporating here? We don't necessarily need to only allow one person in a room at a time. We could do that for some like special rooms. And that the nice thing about that is that we are less likely to run into this problem. So I do like that idea. Maybe we want to include that a little bit. Uh, so some rooms could restrict the number of players at a time. What other things? Certain block types have certain tools. I like this. The clues hidden in blocks to an extent, but the nice thing is that then we can just make the signs in the world as is. And then we're okay. Yep. Could limit them to only being in the rooms. So in this one, we wouldn't be limiting it to only be in the rooms. And then yes, we should potentially have a timer, but I don't think we necessarily need one. Okay, I like this. Let's go ahead and, uh-oh, is this not connected to my version control anymore? Let's open this up. Where are you? Yes, you. You. Hello. That's strange. I don't know why it's not connected anymore. Um, let's try this one. Strange. Okay. It seems to be my VS Code is not recognizing my. Oh, you know what? It doesn't look like I'm like logged in anywhere. Let's check that out real quick. Sorry, it's slight little. Um, where can you? I feel like maybe there was an update and I totally didn't recognize. I mean, I thought user would make sense to be where that information might be. There are way too many settings for me to reasonably understand right this second. Online services setting, maybe? Let's check. Oh. Ah. All right, let's try that again. Telemetry. Nope, that's not what I was looking for. I mean, we could go. Yeah, you seem to be on. Interesting. Okay, well, in any case, I'm not exactly sure why my VS Code isn't recognizing that this is a part of, because it's inside of my streams. I have an idea. Let's just open up a terminal real quick. Whoa, I didn't mean for you to get so much bigger. Okay, so let's just go ahead and do, I think I'm under Documents, GitHub, and then Streams. Interesting. I feel like, so I updated my operating system yesterday and I think something got a little wonky. All right, it's not that important right this second. I can always do this later. Let's try one last thing. Let's just open up desktop and see if we can figure this out. Okay, so desktop is totally recognizing that. Updating with gameplay ideas. I think we added random ideas plus 2 different versions of the game. All right, let's go ahead and commit to master and let's go ahead and push. I just like to make sure everything is up and ready to rumble. Ready to rumble. That's not what I meant. Ready to go. Sorry, I'm just opening up a browser. Make sure that my, everything's actually working because it seemed strange. All right, so now we'll go on to the streams, and it looks like perfect. Okay, I just like to make sure before I leave that everything is there. So that looks good. We don't need desktop anymore. We don't need our terminal anymore. And let's just go ahead and go with this version. So the first thing that we're going to need is we're still going to need to be able to hide things inside of the rooms. So one thing that we can do is let's bring up Minecraft like tools guide. Which tools might be able to break which blocks, etc. Um, so this is also just kind of interesting. So we also might want to take into account like an axe takes this much to build, which means that like it has this many uses this many uses. It takes this much to build, you know, and that might just kind of help us figure out, yeah, what we need. Let's look up like which are the difficult ones that we might want to that we might want to make. So like if we maybe our initial kind of clue is there's going to be wooden blocks, and so it's fine. They can just do that with their fist if they want to. Um, does this one give you? I don't. I want like the blocks. I want to see like a list of just like this block requires this thing. What is this graphic here? This is just like a list of all the blocks. I wanted to know which blocks require which block. Let's do that. I mean, technically you could break it with anything, but if you actually wanted to collect it, we don't really need a reason to collect it right this second, but um, yeah, because it's for harvesting. So maybe that would be a thing. Maybe inside of our game we say something to the effect of like you have to have this many blocks in order, this many blocks of this thing in order to do it. So maybe that's why you need the tools. Yeah. Okay. Um, do we not just have, there we go. This is what I wanted. So your tool, the best one is axe, wood. So an axe is good for this one. A pickaxe, um, if you have a rock pickaxe, it's good for these. If you have a metal pickaxe, it's good for these. Okay, I think this is what I was looking for. Perfect. So let's just put this in our notes. Breaking blocks. And then let's also include in here that what we want to do is maybe we have a certain number of blocks. Cool. Okay, so now let's actually start playing. 100 years later. Okay, so let's go back. Clue, play. Oh gosh, what was the last board game y'all played? I don't know. The last one that I played was, I can't remember now. It's been quite a while. I think it might have been Settlers of Catan. No, I played Scrabble and I totally dominated. I had like a really, really good word. I can't even remember what it is, but the last one I played was definitely Scrabble. All right. Da, da, da. Set weather clear. Nope, I think it's just weather clear. Nope. What? Weather. Changing to clear. Okay. Okay. Whatever. I don't know. I mean, it's clear now, so that's fine. All right. So what do we think? I mean, I think that they're going to start on the mountaintop. I think that that makes a lot of sense. So we might want to just kind of explore from here. I think that they're going to start on the mountaintop and the Harry Potter one. Oh, yeah, I did play. What was that Harry Potter game? The Harry Potter board game called? It just came out recently. Harry Potter board game. That one was a lot of fun too. Yeah, Battle of Hogwarts. Hogwarts Battle, cooperative deck building game. That one is fun. I beat it. I bought the extension pack. I haven't beat the extension pack yet. The Fantastic Beasts monster box of monsters. Not Fantastic Beasts, but monster box of monsters. Um, that one was a lot of fun. I did like that one. Um, but I do think that the last one I played was Scrabble. Anyways, uh, so let's see. We probably want them to start on the mountaintop. Um, I feel like we just need to build out what we're thinking here. So I actually think I want to go into each of the worlds. So let's go into our water world. Oh, I need to run our code. My computer's running really slowly today. I wonder why that is. Maybe because I'm running like GitHub Desktop and VS Code and everything. Um, I was just thinking that I should close them now that I'm kind of done. Um, but I want to make sure that I push those changes first. So let's go ahead and close desktop once it's done. Perfect. Let's go ahead and close code. Let's go ahead and bring up the GitHub repo over here, just so then that way we can see it. I'm just going to leave this on the side. This has all of our locations as well as some of our notes. Okay, let's bring clue setup in. Ah, I hate when it does that. It like when you click out of Minecraft, when you have Code Builder open, Minecraft just kind of goes away. Okay, so let's run it. Thank you. Okay, now we can do water. Maybe, maybe. Hello? Why aren't you working? Is it not running? Were you still working on it? I feel like my computer is just running way too slowly. Let me quit the terminal. Let me quit Skype. Just kind of quit all these things. Oh. Stop too? Oh no, there it goes. Okay. It looked like my audio stopped for a minute. I feel like something's just, my CPU or something is just like crying. Okay, let's try this again. I think I gave it enough time. Okay, that's not working. Let's go ahead and open up Code Builder again. My Apple Watch just told me that it's time to stand up. It's not time to stand up. Okay, let's try running this one more time. Oh, water doesn't do anything anymore, y'all. Remember, we want to do teleport and then our room ID. Forgot about that. Okay, so teleport and grab our, that's why I had this open. Teleport to 1. Hello? Working? Hello? Why aren't you not working? I mean, why aren't you working? Teleport, room ID. I definitely made them all. Let's try room list. Just make sure our room list is printing out. Can't tell if I'm accidentally telling it to stop. Why is this not working? Oh, I need to run setup. Okay, we need to change that because, my goodness. Now I can do teleport 1. Okay. See, this is the problem with a lot of people who write code. I'm going to tell you a secret problem, okay? So the problem is, this is a problem, okay? The problem is that you write code and it doesn't work. It does not work. No, 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 no. And then you figure out all the kinks. Like it works. It works. Like my code was working. There's no bugs in it, right? But there are kinks. You have to press play on MakeCode. You have to run setup first, and then the problem is you shouldn't have to do all of that because you forget them. And if I played this every single minute of every single day, I wouldn't forget them, which is what developers often do because they'll be writing code. They're like, I'm running it right now. I'm writing it, running it, writing it, running it. But then they go out and give it to the world and they're like, oh, by the way, all you have to do is these 500 steps. Yeah, no, yeah. Clearly, I need to refactor again someday. Okay, so I also didn't teleport. Liar? What is going on? 13, 12, 99, 526. Negative. You're a liar. I did not teleport there. That is not where I am. That is where I am. Did I have my water wrong? Let's try Canyon. 13, 13, 516. My water's wrong. Okay, let's try this again. Sorry, I meant to do a different one. Teleport 0. There we go. Okay, so my Canyon one's working just fine. So why don't we just go ahead and hide something in here? So what do we think we want to hide inside of our Canyon? We got to figure out what our like master prize is going to be too. Basically, what I'm thinking is that like, what if one of our master prizes requires the tool that you are building to be able to collect it? That's probably what we can do. Did you do it relative to you again? No, I think maybe I just wrote it down wrong, to be honest. I have my notes actually from last time. Let me see where my water one was. Papa, you can't hear that. My dog is snoring very loudly. He just had eye surgery, which is so sad. His eyes were too much popping out of his eye sockets. And they had to like sew his eyes together. Anyways, sounds a lot worse than than it is. Terracotta. So what do you need to do to be able to build with terracotta? I mean, how do you need to be able to break terracotta? Minecraft harvest terracotta. Let's see. Is that how you spell it? Yeah. All right. Okay. So a wooden pickaxe would suffice. So let's just start, okay? Because we're never going to get anywhere if we don't just like start putting things. So let's test this out. I kind of like let's do this. Ooh, let's do this orange glazed one. Let's go ahead and just put you there for now. So what I'm going to do is this is going to be like the prize, let's just say. Okay. And then we're going to have something that is harder to break. How hard is it to break gold? Minecraft.gamepedia.com is one of my favorite sites because they just do a really good job of kind of explaining it. So let's look at a block of gold. Um, yeah, a block of gold. I guess it only takes 50. Okay, so the best thing to do is with a pickaxe, but you can't actually collect it unless you have an iron pickaxe. Because see, this is what I'm thinking. What if we covered the terracotta with gold? No. Oh, my computer is acting so slow. Another thing that we can do, by the way, is we can totally, oops, we can make it so that you have, like, if you were to accidentally break all the blocks, then the block would be too high for you to reach, for you to break. So you have to be, like, that could be another type of clue that people get. And then maybe we'll just do something like that for fun. Okay. So, oh gosh, my Minecraft is being so slow. Okay, so now we've got our gold hidden inside of our, which room is this? This is our canyon room. So now we have our gold hidden inside of our canyon room and, or sorry, our terracotta hiding, sorry, our gold hiding the terracotta inside of our canyon room. And basically what we want to do is, let's just test this out. So I'm going to go back into game mode survival, which I shouldn't have done yet. So if I break this, I mean, it takes quite a while to break, and we're not going to be able to collect it, is the issue. And again, this is where the strategy might come into play because some people might spend time making sure that they have all the tools that they need, and some people might just go in and try to break everything. But the trick is that we want to see if Code Builder can check to see what's in your inventory and make sure that you have a certain number of blocks in your inventory. So that's kind of what I was thinking just now. Teleport to on player walk. Nearest player on arrow shot. Okay, so this is all player. Let's check blocks. Test 4. Lever on block, repeater facing, replace with. Because one thing that we could do also, by the way, is we could have just kind of like anytime you break a block, we check to see if like the block that you broke was something, and then we can like replace it with something else. Anyways, this is not anything to do with your inventory. Let's try gameplay. I don't see anything to do with your inventory. Mobs. We can also totally, like, if you accidentally, yeah, see, like this one, detect block if found, do something. Um, this is, what was I gonna say? Oh, we can also have something where, like, if you break a certain block, we could have something appear and then you have to protect yourself from it. Now it's kind of feeling like, again, kind of like Ready Player One or some kind of game where you are like some kind of uh, did you do, oh no, some kind of game like oh, what is his name? The one that goes searching for treasure. Wow, I am very tired because I'm clearly not able to think. Okay, I'm looking to see your teleport can. I mean, one thing that maybe we can do. Get item count from slot. See, this is it right here. Get item count from slot 1. Um, get item ID from slot 1. So what we can do is we can cycle through each of your um, inventory, and then we can say like if get item ID from slot 1 equals gold block, which actually the item ID, I think, yeah, I think it is gold block. Okay, let's do this. Let's do some testing out instead of just me telling you. So I'm just going to do this, and I'm going to say, ooh, that was loud. Let me just make this a little bit smaller. Oh, let me close it for a minute. So that's 7. Let's just see what it is in block 7. Slot 7, sorry. Test. Excuse me. Wait, how come there are so many slots? Maybe I'm not understanding how this actually runs. Let me try this and see what happens. Oh, agent is out of range. Great. Yeah, I don't have my agent anywhere near me. Let's bring our agent to us. I've not really played with the agents before, so I might not be doing this right. Undefined. Okay, so is the agent not... Hello? That's why. Okay, so that's why it has so many. So maybe what we do is we actually have our agent collect things for us. And if our agent has them, then it'll detect it. So let's do this. Because I bet if we were to run block again, so let's get rid of the agent teleport because we don't need him to teleport to us again. I need to like lower my volume here. Okay. 41. And then if we look up, there we go. If we look back on Minecraft Gamepedia, and you look right here, it says our decimal data value is 41, right there. So that's how you'll know what type of blocks they are. So basically what we can do is have our agent always teleport with us when we go into a room. So that would be over here. No matter what, after we've teleported, we want our agent to teleport with us. Okay. And then one thing that we can do is we can have agent. How does the collect? Yeah. So then what we can do is whenever we break a block, we can have the agent. Oh, that doesn't really work. Collect an item. I think I need to read up on how the agents work because what I was thinking was that it would collect something that was near it, transfer amount 1 from slot to slot 2, set active slot. So this is the agent's inventory. Inspect block forward, attack forward, till forward, destroy forward, place forward, transfer, drop back from slot 1, amount 1, drop all. How do we, I want to, I don't want him to collect an item. I want it to collect a block. Agent set block for item count in 1. Okay, let's try this. So if you break a block on broken block, that's tricky. Block by ID. So on broken block. But then we'd have to do like for every block. But I mean, I guess we don't have to. So let's say, okay, so here we go. On a broken block of gold, set agent block of gold. Count 1 in slot 1. Count, and then maybe instead of count 1, we want to do count, get item count from slot 1 plus 1. Whew. This is some weird code that we're writing. Okay. So if we break a gold block, then the agent should get a gold block. Let's try that. And anytime we teleport to a room, it should come with us. Also, let me just, oh no, because I don't think it detects if you broke a block in creative mode. Okay, let's try this again. I should have definitely gotten an iron pickaxe. I should do that next time. So we break a block. Okay. Ah, we got it. Yay. Let's try breaking one more block. Actually, first let's get ourselves an iron pickaxe. Sure, how about a gold pickaxe? Okay. Yay, that's totally working. Did we, and we're also not picking them up? Is that true? Yay, okay. So then the neat thing about that is that number one, we can collect a lot more than just 9 things. And then number two, inside of our code, then what we can do is we can say, like, uh, on the terracotta block broken, where's that terracotta? There it is. On the terracotta block broken, or sorry, gosh darn it. On the terracotta block broken, we can say if the agent has enough. So I think we should do a couple things. I think we should have an and then a couple equals. Because just in case we mess up. So I'll explain what I'm writing right now in just a second. It was 41. So we're going to say if the ID in slot 1 is 41 and your count is at least, let's say 5, then, so basically if you broke at least 5 gold blocks and they were gold blocks, and then you broke the terracotta block, okay, then we might want to just say something like, you won. Okay, just to start. Okay, so this is just a test. So, whoa, where did you go, Minecraft? There you are. Okay, so let's go ahead and break 2 more. So that's 1 and 2. Okay, so now we should have 5. Good. We just needed to have at least 5. So let's, now if we break this, oh no, why didn't it say you won? You had 6. Try and break it again. Ooh, it's not recognizing that it broke the terracotta block. On block broken, if the agent, all right, let's just also say what the agent's at ID 1 is. And then let's also say how many there are. Let's try this again. So we're just going to see if, oh, it's not saying anything. It's not recognizing it's being broken at all. Interesting. Oh, no, it did. Block undefined. Cannot issue, agent is out of range. No, that was later. Okay. Huh. Why are you not recognizing that you're being broken? That's a little strange. Also, I really just wanted to see, do you have to be in survival mode for it to register that it's broken? I think you do. 7. Oh, maybe you don't. Okay, so you don't have to. That's good for testing purposes. There's my terracotta block. Hmm. How come it's not recognizing when you break the terracotta block? That is strange. Orange glazed terracotta block. I mean, maybe we should just try something else. Let's just try some concrete. What is this one again? What color concrete is that? Yellow concrete? Okay, let's just try some yellow concrete. Where did you go? Oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah, 41 and 13. That's right. Okay, so I don't know what's up with the terracotta and why it's not recognizing, but I think that's enough for today. So I think we have a good game plan though. Basically, we're going to do something like this where we create some kind of like random things. We're going to put a bunch of them in the rooms. We might even put some like stairs with ones that are like floating up at the top. So we'll do that, and then what we're going to do is we'll have certain rules for certain. Um, Rooms, and then we'll go and place all of the signs out there that say like this is what you should do. So what we did today was we figured out the gameplay. The gameplay is going to be basically this. We're going to have clues all around the Minecraft world that give players the coordinates to each room and the necessary tools to find the prize. Um, it's not extremely necessary in terms of the tools. We might want to make it even more necessary, but the point is that it'll be much faster to break the blocks if you have those tools. And maybe we want to add in some other reasons why. Um, so the players will first run around the world to try to find the clues, to try to find all of the rooms, and they will also be trying to make tools, and they'll also have to be surviving in the world because I'm sure it's going to take more than just like the 5 minutes until nighttime. Then they will go to each room. They will be breaking these things down as soon as they collect enough blocks and their agent has enough blocks. And then they collect the certain prizes that are hidden within those blocks. Then they will essentially win. And we won't actually know who's winning. So that's kind of the neat part is what we could do is after like we have a certain time frame for like gathering all of the clues, and then after people have like gone into each room and has found each clue or each prize, there will be a master prize, and the person who finds the master prize, we won't know who it is. Okay, and we could do this a number of ways. We could do it where the person who found the master prize does know it's them, or we could just say like master prize has been found, and we could even do like a delay so nobody really knows who it was, and then you have to try to figure out who found the master prize. I don't know how we're going to do that yet, but maybe what we could do is we could have another set of clues that are done in kind of like the outside real world, and you have to like go and see whose agent has what blocks and what worlds that they visited and all of that kind of stuff. So maybe every time you visit a world, your agent gets a block to kind of indicate that. I don't know. Lots of fun ideas here. So I think on Tuesday, what we're going to do is we're basically going to be placing all of these, like decorating all the rooms, placing all these blocks in there. And then we need to kind of rewrite all that code and make sure that that it's working. Um, Remind me next time, please. As my navigators, it is your job to help me not shoot myself in the foot. So please remind me next time to basically press play, run setup, and then do teleport and a number, and not just kind of go in there and just start typing water. That'd be nice. So thank you so much for joining me tonight, and I hope you had some fun. I know that it's kind of slow going. Writing code takes a while. Minecraft usually you're just kind of like playing and killing things or building things, etc. This is a very different way of playing Minecraft. So let me know what you think, and feel free to reach out to me on Twitter. I'm Sarah Guthels, and yeah, hope to see you next week. Talk soon. Bye.